Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à Learn French by Suchita. Je m'appelle Suchita, votre enseignante de la langue française, and in this video we are going to look the new pattern of DELF or DALF examination which has just started from the year 2020. We received a lot of requests from you people stating that what is the new pattern of DELF and DALF examination? Should we worry about that? What are the different changes and how should we prepare for that? So I decided to make a video especially on that. And here we go. So first we will look what is exactly DELF and DALF examination for all of you, all those of you who are new here, who do not know what is DELF and what is DALF examination. I'm going to talk about that first. So DELF and DALF examination, they are basically the French proficiency tests for non-native speakers like me. So like me, if you're a non-native speaker of French, how would you justify your level? So what level you are at? DELF and DALF examination, they are internationally recognized examination. They are French proficiency test and they are awarded by the French Ministry of Education. So basically there are 6 levels of these examination starting from A1. So first it is A1, then it is A2, then it is B1, then B2, then C1 and then C2. So the initial 4 levels, A1, A2, B1 and B2, we refer to them as DELF. Okay, so we say DELF A1, we say DELF A2, we say DELF B1 and then DELF B2. For C1 and C2, which are quite advanced level, we do not refer to them as DELF, we refer to them as DALF. So it's DELF C1, DELF C2. I repeat, it's DELF A1, DELF A2, DELF B1, DELF B2, then we have DELF C1. That means there is nothing like DELF C1. We have DELF C1 and then we have DELF C2. Starting from DELF A1, which is the beginner level, then moving on to DELF A2, which is the elementary level, then DELF B1, which is your intermediate level, B2, which is your upper intermediate level, then C1 and C2, which make you approximately a native speaker only. DELF and DALF examination, they have the lifetime validity. That means the certificate that you get from the French Ministry of Education, that doesn't have any expiry date. Yeah, so it has the lifelong validity. Moving on. Now, from March 2020, there have been certain changes in DELF and DALF examination, which I'm going to talk about. So DELF and DALF examination, they have changed their pattern a little bit. Not that much, but yes, a little bit. We are going to talk about that. So first, we are going to start from DELF A1. DELF A1, talking about this examination, there are absolutely no changes in DELF A1. So earlier, the type of questions, the number of questions, the number of sections, whatever we had in the previous years, it is going to be the same now also. So there are no changes at all as far as DELF A1 is concerned. Okay. Now moving on to the other levels, which is DELF A2, DELF B1, or maybe the DELF B2. First, I would like to talk about the general pattern of the paper. So in the paper, you have got 4 sections in which you are tested on your 4 skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. In French, how do we refer to them as? So the first section, which is compréhension écrite, which is your reading test. Second test, which is your compréhension orale, which is your listening test. The third one, which is your production écrite, that is going to be your written test. And the fourth one, which is production orale, which is going to be your speaking test. So these are 4 areas, 4 skills on the basis of which they test you: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Okay, so talking about the writing and the speaking skills, that means production écrite and production orale, there is absolutely no change in these 2 sections. Talking about compréhension écrite and compréhension orale. Now here you have got certain changes. I'm going to talk about that. So compréhension écrite and compréhension orale, earlier, before 2020, you used to get open-ended questions. Open-ended questions, like for example, the questions for which you do not have certain choices and then you have to write the complete answer for that. Yeah. Now, prior to 2020, you had certain open-ended questions as well. Now here in the new pattern, what they have done is all the questions in your reading and in your listening, They are going to be multiple choice questions. They are all going to be MCQ based. In French, we actually call them QCM, question à choix multiple. So all the questions in your reading and listening, they are going to be multiple choice questions, which I believe makes it much simpler. So, there is one more examination in French, which is known as TEF. This was the major difference between DELF and TEF. Then in TEF, reading and listening, they had all the multiple choice questions, whereas in DELF you used to get open-ended questions. But now this difference has been removed. Now in DELF A2, B1, B2, you are going to get all MCQ based questions. This I'm talking with respect to A2, B1 and B2. Okay, I'm not talking about DELF A1. I'm not talking about DELF C1 and C2. Specifically DELF A2, B1 and B2, you're only going to get MCQ based question in reading and listening. Okay, now moving on to the next slide. This is number 2 change, which is going to apply on all the three DELF examination, DELF A2, B1 and B2. So you had certain true and false questions. In French, we refer to it as vrai and faux. So in these type of questions, there were two things. First of all, there was a statement. For example, you need to read a paragraph. This change is applied in the reading paragraph, okay, the reading skill. So there used to be a paragraph. After that, there used to be certain true and false questions. Now, you had to mark true and false, and then there was justification required. Let's say you mark the question to be true, and then you mark the justification to be wrong. You had to actually find the justification from the paragraph that you have read. And if you have marked your justification to be wrong, then you get a 0. That means even if your answer for vrai and faux, that's correct, your justification is wrong, then you get absolutely 0. You do not get even the marks for vrai and faux as well, which is correct. So now in the new pattern, what they have done is no justification is required. You are just going to mark it vrai and faux and you are done with it. So in A2, B1 and B2, they are not going to ask you the justification of your question. That makes it again much simpler. So two changes which are prominent. The first one is you are not going to get question ouverte, which means you're not going to get the open-ended questions in your reading and listening both. All is going to be MCQ based question. And then in the reading part, no justification is required. Now, moving on to, now I will be talking specifically about DELF A2, then DELF B1, then DELF B2, then DELF C1 and C2. So these are the changes which are specifically for DELF A2. In DELF A2, the previous pattern was in your listening, comprehension orale, you used to get 7 documents. Yeah. Now here in the new pattern, you are going to get more number of questions. That means here you are going to get now 24 documents. Okay. Of course, now they have made it much simpler. All questions are going to be multiple choice question. So what they have done is they have increased the number of questions. So instead of 7 documents, now you would be getting 24 documents to solve. Now talking about DELF B1, what is the change that they have come up with? This also makes it much simpler. Now in your comprehension écrite, which is your reading part, earlier you used to get 35 minutes to solve it, your reading portion. Now here they have increased it by 10 minutes, which makes it from 35 minutes, they have now changed it into 45 minutes in the new pattern. Yeah. Now this change has been applied to DELF B1 only, not to A2, not to B2. This has been applied to only DELF B1. Okay. Now talking about DELF B2, what is the change that they have come up with? Now here in comprehension orale, earlier in the previous pattern, there used to be 2 documents. 2 audio documents to solve. Now in the new pattern, which has just applied from March 2020, now you will get 5 documents to solve. But all the questions that you're going to get in the listening one, they are going to be MCQ, multiple choice questions. So instead of 2 documents to solve, you will now get 5 documents to solve. Is it clear? Now for DELF C1 and C2, for DELF C1 and C2, whenever you register for your examination, the candidate always had to choose between 2 options. So the first was lettres et sciences humaines, and the second one is sciences. So you always had to choose between these two streams. from the stream that you choose, you get the paper accordingly, you get your questions accordingly. But now in the new pattern, they have eliminated these two choices. In the new pattern, there is going to be, common topics for all the candidates. So if you want to register for your DALF C1, DALF C2, that you would now not choose between these two options. There will be common topics for all the candidates, which I believe again makes it a little simpler for all of us. So basically, now I would like to talk about what is the result. All the questions are going to be MCQ based. They have, for DELF B1, they have increased the time limit for the reading portion. Then justification from Ray and Fo, that has been removed, which was not there in the time when I gave my examination. So what is the result? Then I believe that speaking part, which is your production orale, that is going to make much of a difference. Now, in the sense, how well do you speak? That would be more of a deciding factor. So if you ask my opinion, I feel that they have made DELF and DALF examinations much simpler in comparison to the times when I gave these examinations. So now they have removed, all the justifications, they have removed all the open-ended questions, so which makes it much simpler. So if you are thinking to give the examination, or if you have already given your DELF A1, you can now think to give your DELF A2, or maybe if you have given your DELF A2, you can now think to give your DELF B1. If you're thinking to appear for your DELF examination, I believe that this is the best time that you can give your examination. Okay. And also these changes are applied from March 2020, but these are center based. So for example, you need to ask your center, front desk of your examination center, that they are following the old pattern or they are following the new pattern, because that is based on the examination center that you are going to appear your examination in. It completely depends upon them whether they want to stick to the old pattern or maybe they want to follow the new pattern. All right. Also, we have launched our new website, which is www.learnfrenchbysuchita.com, on which we have launched a lot of new courses. So I would suggest you that you go there, you have a look at all the new courses. And if you have any questions regarding any course, or maybe if you want to join our French language classes, then you can WhatsApp us on the number which is being reflected on your screen. And I'll see you very soon with the next video. Till then, au revoir, à bientôt et bisous bisous.